Diabetes, The Problem of Sugar in the Blood by Owen Jones, narrated by Gregory Gottlieb, published by TekTime. Hello, and thank you for buying this book called Diabetes. I hope that you'll find the information helpful, useful, and profitable. Instances of diabetes are rocketing worldwide. Many link it to the proliferation of junk and fast foods, which are being promoted relentlessly on every medium throughout the day. Governments allow this despite the growing evidence that it's damaging the nations of our planet. I hope that this booklet will help you get off on the right foot. The information in this ebook on various aspects of diabetes and related subjects is organized into 19 chapters of about 500 to 600 words each, and should interest those who are concerned about the global diabetes crisis. As an added bonus, I am granting you permission to use the content on your own website or in your own blogs and newsletter, although it's better if you rewrite them in your own words first. You may also split the book up and resell the articles. In fact, the only right that you do not have is to resell or give away the book as it was delivered to you. If you have any feedback, please leave it with the company you bought this book from. Regards, Owen Jones. Table of Contents. Are you suffering from diabetes? The DNA link between diabetes and obesity. How to avoid medication as a diabetic. Dental issues for diabetics. How to cook for diabetics. Easy diabetic meals. Insulin and treating diabetes. The complications of diabetes. How to try to avoid diabetes. Current treatment of diabetes. Diabetes and pregnancy. The function of fiber in a diabetic diet. Diabetes and high cholesterol. Diabetic-friendly meals. Diabetes cookbooks. Diabetes and foot complications. Kidney disease and diabetes. Oral complications of diabetes. Eye complications of diabetes. Are you suffering from diabetes? Those who think that they are at danger of diabetes should be on the lookout for the warning signs. So who ought to be looking for the signs of diabetes? Well, everybody, to be honest, but especially those who have a family history of the illness. Those who have a family history of diabetes are the most at danger. But next come the overweight, and especially those chunky people who do not do any exercise. The less exercise, the more chance. After those, it's difficult to say who may get it. Some think that food additives may also be to blame. If this is a fact, then people who consume junk food, canned food, and pre-cooked meals, including sweets, are also at a higher danger. This would make sense, because not all the people getting diabetes have a family history of it or are overweight. And plenty of people are becoming diabetic these days, lots more than ever before. It is true that there are more desk jobs than ever before as well, and so more fat people, and if heredity is a prime factor, then one diabetic could produce several more. But the additives suggestion might be a factor too. There are 3 forms of diabetes, namely Type 1, also known as juvenile diabetes, because kids get it or are born with it. Type 2, also called onset diabetes, because people get it later in life. Gestational diabetes. Pregnant women often develop this in the 3rd term of their pregnancy. It's only recognized as an illness in the USA because it frequently goes away shortly after the baby is born. The symptoms of all types of diabetes are comparable, but here is a slightly more detailed list. Type 1. You do not always need to look out for this because most children receive plenty of medical supervision at school. But otherwise, look out for incessant thirst, the urgent requirement to urinate as a consequence of this, and sudden weight loss. Type 2. As the illness takes hold, sight
Sample complete. Ready to continue?